Howdy, I'm Colonel Gregory White, and I'm working with the Cyber Patriot program.
Hi, I'm Duke Harris from SAIC, supporting AFA and their Cyber Patriot program.
The Cyber Patriot program, how did it start?
This is the second year. We're entering the second year of the competition. It started basically when some individuals at the Air Force Association, because of the Air Force adopting cyberspace as part of their mission statement, the protection of airspace and cyberspace, the Air Force Association, which has long been a supporter of the Air Force, decided that it would be a good idea to encourage an educational program at the high school level to encourage folks to consider cyber security as a possible career field in the military, for example, in the Air Force, because of a need for cybersecurity experts. The Air Force Association then approached a number of different organizations along with the Air Force, and we've got a nice core group of partners, including SAIC, CIAS out of UT San Antonio, General Dynamics, and some folks like that who have been supportive of it, with the Air Force Association taking the lead.
Yesterday we were talking with Max Freeoffer, the director of the student operations with the AFA, and he was talking about year one, where you were hoping to get 8 groups of students involved, and then it's just blossomed from there. Can you touch on that too?
Absolutely. The first year was more of a demonstration, and 8 local Orlando schools were participating there in Orlando. Since then, the AFA has a vision to expand the program as wide as they possibly can. The technology now is permitting us to be able to run competitions worldwide simultaneously, and in fact, Cyber Patriot II will include over 300 schools, including a school from Asia and one from Germany.
When is Cyber Patriot II going to be taking place, Greg?
The competition will start 7 November. It actually will start the week before that, with the teams having to do a communications check, because the first tier, the first level of this competition this year is going to be virtual. So the teams will be competing from their own location, so they have to have certain software. They're going to have to have a VMware image of the system that they're going to be protecting downloaded beforehand. So we'll do a comm check a week before, but the competition will be 7 November.
The main goal for from the student standpoint is to get them interested in cybersecurity, to hopefully move into an Air Force or a position with an SAIC or a General Dynamics in the future?
It certainly is akin to the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics initiatives that are happening across the country. The STEM initiative, which is trying to encourage the students to want to pursue the technical degrees. It also is helping to reinforce the studies that the students are currently following in computer science. And at the high school level, we're finding that they're not as, they don't have the formalized programs, and I think that this is going to highlight that deficiency and help to institutionalize something at the high school level.
Some of the students we're going to be talking to a little bit later on include students from George Washington and the Howard University ROTC and University of Maryland. What has some of the reaction been from the high school students?
The high school students get very excited about this program. The competition last year in Orlando, when we announced the winners from the daily events, there'd be a winner from Thursday, a winner from Friday, and then an overall winner. And you get to see the students jumping up and clapping and doing high fives and patting each other on the back and just really excited. I'm involved in the collegiate competition as well, and it's a big difference between the college students. When we announce those winners, it's almost, oh, okay, well, that's great. But when you announce the high school winners, they're all excited. They're very, very much into this program.
The students upon graduation, have they moved on into a career in cybersecurity?
Actually, there's been a number of them who have moved on into cybersecurity careers. As a matter of fact, at the national championship, a number of students have been hired right out of the national championship by vendors, by sponsors who have been there. The students bring their resumes, and the vendors bring their recruiting folks, and there have been a number of folks who have been hired from that event itself.
So has SAIC been there with the HR team ready to snag the winners?
Well, absolutely. We like to stay engaged as part of our outreach. We do this at both the collegiate and at the high school level, and it's interesting that to note that many of the students at the graduate level programs are foreign nationals, and oftentimes we lose that skill set back to their home countries. So this is part of the STEM initiative to try to encourage more U.S. citizens to pursue those technical degrees so that we have people to fill the necessary workforce slots that are coming available.
Final thoughts to motivate any high school students that might be out there and be watching this video online.
Because there's not that level of expertise necessarily at the high schools. level in terms of cybersecurity awareness and training and education. The student sponsors, the teachers may not have that background, but there may be individuals in the community who have that, members of professional organizations such as information system security organizations that might want to get involved. They could get involved as mentors for these high school teams.
That's great. Well, it's a wonderful program, and we'll be sure to visit you online, and thank you very much, Steve.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Colonel White.
Thank you.